Alright, back on the M3, just some servicing, getting ready for the next round, fixing a couple of little things, upgrading things as you do, and got the Viper out for this weekend. But yeah, M3, so typically what I do every race meeting is pull the brake pads, check they are right, swap them left to right, just to get the most even wear out of them. Check fluids, typically do engine oil, filter engine oil, especially on something like this that revs so much. Diff and gearbox I do every couple of races. Brake fluids, I always give them the top off. And that's kind of what I want to show you today. Damo put me onto this really cool tool that he uses. I think he got his from Worth, I got mine from SP. A couple of different companies that do them, but basically, come over here, it's this cool pressure pot. Fill it with brake fluid, or you put about half a litre, put a bottle of brake fluid in it, pressurise it. It's got this little fitting that goes onto your brake master cylinder, so it's all airtight, and then you pump it up. In this case, pump it up to 15 pounds, which I've done the backs already, so pump it all up, happy days, and then come around to your brakes, got the bleeder hooked on, just like normal, and then handy dandy, you just crack your valve, fluid comes through, close the valve again, and all done. So basically I just top off just a little bit just to get any yuck out of there. And what this does, so because it's pressurized from the master cylinder through your ABS unit, through all four wheels, it basically allows you to be able to bleed the brakes without having to wake your wife up in the middle of the night and get her to come out and pump the brakes or get your kids to do it. So it works really, really sweet. So yeah, Damo put me onto that. Highly recommend it, especially if you work on the cars by yourself a lot. And it's easy. It stops wasting too much. You get to see the bubbles come through, open, close, and it just gives you a really wicked pedal. Yeah, I used to use the old school, oh there he is up there. Excuse the mess, but the old vacuum one, especially when you're doing a full brake change, that just doesn't always get the strongest pedal, I reckon, and it does, you can run out of fluid. This one, man, it's a really cool thing. So yeah, that's part of what I do. The other thing I've done is, I'm not sure you can see down there. See it there, maybe, no, it's a bit too dark, but I've put a fan on the back of the engine oil cooler. So I've got a CSL oil cooler, and that vents down in behind the bumper. So I've just put a little 6-inch fan behind that. And then if you come around here, on the engine oil cooler, which you can see there, sorry, not the engine oil, this is the DCT cooler. I've put another smaller fan, that's only a 4-inch or 5-inch fan, just to help cool the gearbox a little bit more. So basically, what that fan does is the dash will turn this one on when I get gearbox oil temp to 90 degrees, and the one on the oil cooler is set to come on at I think 80 degrees as well. And then I've also got an override switch on the dash which will just earth out the relay that's driving them both, and that'll turn them both on as well. So yeah, just to try and get a little bit more cooling on it, because what happens with these, when it gets a bit hot, the gearbox will hold gears. So I've done that to try and help out with that. The other thing I've found is, I've had the issue with the ABS in the controller, and what I've actually found is that there, I don't know if you can see it too well, but that's broken. So I've got to fix that up, and hopefully that's the issue with my traction control freaking out, because it doesn't know where the suspension's at. But yeah, so done that. And then yeah, the Viper. So I've really kind of been lost with this car. I don't know what to do with it. I got it really cheap for my 40th. Well, not really cheap, but for what a Viper, for a $100,000 car, it's cheap. I just don't use it. It's just become an expensive storage bench. But this weekend is the Mora show, and really good mates live up in Mora. They always help me out every day. They've got about 60 odd cars on display at the Mora Ag Show. Ryan's taken up his XE, whatever you want to call it. So I'm taking this up as well. Just put it on display with the guys, hang out, have a few beers, and more importantly, give out some, runnings with thieves, drinks and merchandise and stuff like that. So it's kind of a cheesy roundabout way to acknowledge that Running with Thieves, our brewery down in Fremantle there. They also have a really awesome distillery. If you haven't been in there, the place is rad. So they've jumped on to help sponsor us out for the 6 Hour for next year. So I'm officially a Running with Thieves bootlegger. So yeah, we'll announce that properly this weekend at the Moora show, and yeah, stoked to get the Viper out. Stoked to be able to drive it around the showgrounds, drive it through town, and that should be pretty good. But like any old car, I've got the book out. Oh, there we go. Some Running with Thieves stickers. We've got the electrics out because start it up, pull it out of the garage, and I've got no tail lights. So trying to figure out why I've got no tail lights, tracing through all this old wiring. But yeah, happy days. So that's the quick update. That's where we're at. Also got the Powerhouse Cup. So there we go. Powerhouse Cup. Name's on it now next to Sue, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Really keen to see who wins it next year in 2026. I'd like to hold on to it, but on the grid for WA production cars next year, we've got an M4, 2 M2s, the M3, another HSV Club Sport, another A2 car, M140. So man, some really fast cars coming out. So I doubt my lap records for the House Cup will stay around for long. But yeah, there's the update.